is how I healed my thyroid. I was diagnosed in my early 20s with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I became very ill. I was just ill in general because of all my health issues that were going on. But I was about 92 pounds in college and I had these dark sunken eyes, and it just was not well. And when my son was 18 months old, he was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. I feel like our thyroid is the canary in the coal mine. One of the first things that's going to go in our bodies is our thyroid. It's extremely sensitive. It's an opening. It's the door to our immune system in a lot of ways. People don't really know this. It's this opening to the physical realm, and it allows energy to come in. When it's not safe, it starts to malfunction, and it can substantially impact the metabolism and our ability to process and utilize nutrients in our bodies. How did I heal my thyroid? I was told I'd have to be on thyroid meds for the rest of my life. I had been on them for close to 15 years, every single day. I went through shortages and having to switch brands because it was difficult to get thyroid hormone all the time. And so I added the energy of my thyroid hormone to my body. And then I asked my body through muscle testing, do I need to keep taking this thyroid hormone? And after a couple days, I was able to wean completely off, and I haven't touched it since. Of course, I released the root causes of why that was imbalanced to begin with, but being able to add the energy of supplements to support it allowed me to move off the medication. My son, he was told, you'll have to be on thyroid meds for the rest of your life. There's no cure. Hasn't touched them for over 5 years. No imbalances in his thyroid anymore. Try quantum healing. Let's go into Friday sessions, toxins and detoxing. This is a 4-day intensive session. You can always level it up to 7 days. Leveling up adds 3 days to any session for deeper work together. Probably the number one session that comes up on assessments, because why? We are toxic. We live in a toxic world by beings who really don't care. Well, they do care. They care that we're as sick as possible and run down as possible, and we're as disconnected from source and nature as possible so that we can be controlled and siphoned. And if we're asleep, we don't know that we're being siphoned. And this little cycle continues. Here's a comment from Margaret. I've been healthier the last 2 years working with you and your quantum healing than over 30 years with many other modalities. I've gone from permanently disabled to being able to function better. And here's her next comment. And can now volunteer and be of service in various ways thanks to the support of quantum healing. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Margaret.